Hello everyone, welcome to session 5 of LTEC 623 Digital Video Design. In this video, we're going to cover 3 topics. First, I want to share some findings from a 2015 study that examined the current state of video in online learning contexts. The results are very relevant to our work in this class. Second, I want to introduce a typology of production styles. This will be handy in thinking about the different types of educational videos that are out there. Finally, we'll preview a 3-week production cycle and how we'll be using this process the rest of the semester. So let's get started. So the study I want to talk about was conducted in 2015. There's a whole bunch of authors on the paper, and it was titled Video and Online Learning: Critical Reflections and Findings from the Field. So what was the study about? Well, the researchers set out to address 2 questions. How is video being designed, produced, and used in online learning contexts, specifically with regard to pedagogy and cost? And what are the benefits and limitations of standardizing the video production process? The method the researchers used to answer these questions involved a review of existing literature, an analysis of various video platforms and their video content, and interviews with 12 experts in online learning. They then used thematic analysis to identify and report patterns relevant to their research questions. The 6 platforms they focused on are shown on the right and include the likes of Khan Academy, Udacity, Coursera, and other so-called MOOCs, or massively open online courses. So what did they find? Well, one major finding was that video dominates course content. And specifically, they found that video is the main method of content delivery in nearly all MOOCs. The videos themselves tended to be chunked into shorter segments, often separated by assessment questions. Now, there was little consensus on the best length for these videos. One expert suggested splitting videos into 2 to 3 minute segments, while another expert said a 6-minute chunk maximizes viewer engagement. Yet another expert noted that shorter videos often tend to present content in a tight, concise manner. The authors of the study concluded that it is not clear if students prefer succinct content presentations independent of video length. That's an open question. If any of you are out there looking for a dissertation topic, that might be something you want to examine. Another point on this finding is that video is well placed to add value to education. However, the authors noted that video is often misused for lectures. So a natural follow-up question is, how can video add value to educational contexts? Well, an earlier analysis by Jack Koumi argues that video can add 3 types of value to an educational context. The first type of value is cognitive value, and this stems from using visual strategies to assist with learning. An example of this might be including demonstrations of different processes using animated graphics. The second type of value is experiential value. And this is possible because video can provide vicarious experiences, allowing viewers to see something in a video that they might not be able to see in everyday life. The third type of value is what Koumi calls nurturing value. This refers to video's power to motivate and connect with audiences through the affective domain. Now, circling back to the 2015 study, the authors argue that online educational videos often fail to leverage the true added value of video. Now, a second major finding of the study was that the impact of production value on learning is uncertain. The authors found that online learning videos vary in production value, ranging from professional TV-style productions to lightweight, do-it-yourself approaches made in makeshift studios. They also noted that there's a tendency for institutions to opt for a professional studio-style setup when producing video. Interestingly, there is little to no research showing the relevance of production value for learning. And again, if anyone is looking for a research topic, this is a good one. What is the relationship between production value and learning in video? The answer to that question is not known. Another finding from the study was that the importance of a video's production value depends on its context and its audience. And several experts believe that effective communication is actually more important than video production value. Now, the third finding from the study is that content expertise is not equal to media and pedagogy expertise. So what do they mean by this? Well, they found that experience teaching offline is no guarantee for success in teaching online. They also found that delivering content clearly on video requires a different set of skills than those required for classroom teaching. Some experts reported that it is hard to get instructors who are new to online learning to spend time preparing for their videos. A workaround that experts have developed is to do a test shoot with the instructor, as those test videos can be valuable sources of feedback for instructors and the production team. And finally, the researchers found that experts disagree on whether or not scripting is a good practice when it comes to educational videos. These are all interesting findings and really highlight how little the field of education, as well as the field of learning design and technology, actually know about using video in online learning contexts. The field is moving so fast, it is hard for researchers to keep up. In the next section, I want to introduce a typology of video production styles for educational contexts. Now, this is based on the work of that same 2015 study. They did a nice job of finding different types of educational videos, but they made no effort to organize them in some sort of a useful fashion. So I'll get into the specifics of the typology in just a minute. But for now, I want to point out that it should be no surprise that educational videos vary along a number of attributes. They can vary in terms of length, production style, the quality of the video, the quality of the audio, the level of standardization across videos within a course or within a department or college. And they can also vary in terms of production value, as well as the interface that allows learners to control the video. But what I want to focus on right now is production style. So what do we mean by production style? Well, production style refers to the method of visual organization that is employed to realize the goals of the video. For example, is the video a demonstration of something? Is it an interview with an expert? Or is it an animation of some unseen phenomenon? Each of these examples highlights a different production style. Now, importantly, production style is different than visual aesthetics and production value. Visual aesthetics refers to the design of the video, its beauty and appearance. It focuses on aspects such as balance, color, proportion, and novelty. So you could imagine two videos that use the same production style, say an animation, that have very different visual aesthetics. And a third important element is production value. And this refers to the technical aspects of program quality. For example, does the video look professional? Is it high definition? And how much effort and money were invested to make this video possible? Answers to those questions speak to production value. Now, stepping back, each of these dimensions interact with one another and impact how viewers perceive educational videos. And this is important for us as we begin to create and study our own educational videos. We want to be keeping these three different dimensions in mind. Now, I explained all of this because I want to focus on production styles. And in my estimation, there are three categories of styles. The first category I have labeled chalk and talk videos. These videos have no people in them, and they can range from very simple to highly sophisticated productions. They include videos that use animations, presentation slides with narration, and of course tablet captures and screencasts. This category of educational video can be useful for visualizing abstract concepts and relations. They also allow for step-by-step walkthroughs of, say, a math problem. And slides can be shown in any format with voiceover, and annotations can be used to highlight different topics. The second category I have labeled talking head videos. These videos are very common and involve one person talking to the camera. These videos may be scripted or unscripted, and sometimes they involve a demonstration of a skill. They can be filmed in a studio, on location, or using a green screen. Often they are used to build a connection between the person on camera and the viewer. And, as we've all seen, text or graphics can be overlaid onto a video to summarize main points, highlight keywords and phrases, or visualize what is being discussed. So that's the talking head category. The third and final category I've labeled conversation videos. Videos in this category involve 2 or more people interacting. Typically, they are not speaking to the camera, and these videos give viewers the feeling that they are in the room with the speakers. They're often used to hear from experts in a particular field, and the videos themselves can be formal interviews or more informal conversations about a particular topic. Ideally, videos in this category try to capture authentic conversations and may help build a connection between the presenter and the viewer. So those are 3 categories of production style that are often found in educational contexts. Of course, these are not black and white categories. There's a lot of gray areas, and there are countless variations into the way videos are styled. What's important for us to recognize is that some of the differences between these broad categories of videos and how they can vary in terms of visual aesthetics and production value. Okay, I want to wrap up by taking a look at the Roadhead. This video marks the beginning of Session 5, which means we have 13 weeks ahead of us this semester. In Session 5, we're building our do-it-yourself studios. We're learning about production styles, and we'll be reading about the process of video production. So where are we going? Well, starting next week, we'll begin producing our own educational videos using a 3-step process involving pre-production, production, and post-production. And we're going to cycle through this process 4 times, which will take us all the way to the end of the semester. In each cycle, we'll be planning and producing our own videos and then sharing them one another for reflection and feedback. Okay, my friends, we're out of time for today. Have a great week, and I'll see you in Canvas. Mahalo.